Everyone, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the card I have to share with you. It's this lovely hot air balloon card that's there to wish someone a glorious birthday. So let me show you how I made it. It's using a new suite of products from the new Spring Summer catalogue. And if you don't have a copy of the catalogue, then just send me a message and I can get one out to you. But I just love all these different balloons that we have here. So let me show you the stamp set. I'm going to do some stamping to start off with. It's this one called Hot Air Balloon, and you can see it's a two-step stamping, and you've got all sorts of things that you can play about with the stamp set. So I'm going to take a scrap here, a piece of basic white cardstock, and we're going to start off doing some stamping. So we're going to use this big large stamp initially, and I'm just going to put it on my block. And let's see, what colour do we want to use? Let's use some Azure Afternoon, and I'm also going to bring in my simple chamois, running out of space as usual. Okay, let's do some stamping. So we're just going to stamp up our little image here, down. Lovely. Okay, give that a little clean, the block. Sorry about that, the camera seemed to do something funny. Okay, and then we do have the layering piece. I'm going to use this piece here to layer in. So last time I used bubble bath. I keep calling it bubble gum, but I don't mean it. Let's change it up a bit. This time I'm going to use some Flirty Flamingo. So I'm just going to put this on a block. Try to put things on a block so you don't have a lot of excess space on your block if possible. So ink up, just tap tap tap, and then you can see straight through the stamp set. So sorry if my head's in the camera. Just to line things up. Like that. So there we have our first balloon. And we're just going to give everything a bit of a clean up so we can use our block again. So that's our first balloon. And we're going to do our second one here. I think I'm going to start again in some Flirty Flamingo. So down and up. Give that a clean. And then what other colour shall we use? I'm looking at the colours I brought with me. Let's use some Balmy Blue for our third one. So always best, I find, for me to take my stamp to my ink pad. Different people do different things, but this is what works for me. Just making sure it's inked up nicely, and then down, hold. There we go. Okay, so that's our Balmy Blue. So now we can give that a clean, put that away. We're going to take in our layering piece here. Now, what colour do you think we should use with our Flirty Flamingo? Actually, let's go back to what we had before. Let's go for some yellow. Okay, so this is Daffodil Delight. And I'm just inking that up. And again, try and get as close to your paper as possible, right over your stamp set, so that you can see preferably exactly what you're doing. And then down. There you go. See how easy it is to line up? They line up beautifully. Okay, and then the last one, I think we're going to use some bubble gum bubble bath, not bubble gum. I don't know why I keep saying bubble gum. I think it's, I'm not sure, but when we had these new colours come in, there was another colour that came in called lemon lolly, and that reminds me of food, so I think I just got stuck on this food theme. There we go. So those are our three lovely, you know what I was about to say, watermelons, but they're not. They're hot air balloons. Don't ask me why I was about to say watermelon. I do not have a clue. So we have baskets for them, and they have these in two sizes. So I'm going to do one large and two small. And I'm going to do those in some pecan pie, or pecan pie. I don't know how you meant to say it. We never had these when I was growing up in the UK, back in the day. I know I sound like an old woman, but it's the truth. We had walnuts, chestnuts, sweet chestnuts, but not really pecans. Okay, so we're going to just do two of these small baskets. There we go. Lovely. And then we just, while we've got all our ink and everything else out, we're going to just stamp our sentiment. I think I'm going to go for that again in Azure Afternoon. So let me get that stamp set again, that ink pad rather. Okay, and we're going to go for the sentiment that says here, up, up and away, hooray, it's your birthday. I love that. And I'm just going to use my grid paper, so if I put it straight on my grid paper, and then we'll try and get it straightish on my grid paper, and then I pick it up with my block straight, helps to keep everything as straight as possible. I'm just going to do it up there. Lovely. Okay. Alright, just close up the ink pad. I close up my ink pads as I go along. It means it's less likely me dropping something into them. That's the reason. So now we have matching dies. As you can see, we have the two sizes of hot air balloon, and we have the baskets, as well as all these extras that you can use to decorate your card. So I'm going to get busy and cut everything out, and I'll be back. Okay, so I die cut out everything, and I've put some dimensionals on the back, so we're nearly ready to make our card. We just need to attach our little what you call baskets to the base of our balloon. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, just a tiny amount, along the base, and then you're just going to attach this in however you want it, and then I'm just going to clamp it in place using my reverse tweezers. So we've got that one done, just for a few seconds while the glue takes, and then I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm using my silicone mat so that I try not to get glue everywhere. So hopefully that should be stuck. Now we can stick this one down. Okay, and then the last one here, just a bit of glue, and then your basket. Just let the glue take like that. Okay, so we let all of that just stick properly, and we'll work on the rest of our card. So our card base is thick basic white, you can see here, and then we have a piece of designer series paper, and this is from the, I didn't write it down, but I think it's Up and Away designer series paper, and you've got the lovely clouds that you could use as well. Let's see, I wasn't going to use clouds, but let's see, I am now, you know. Okay, Let's find some glue. I think I'll just use my tape runner, my Stampin' Seal. I've eventually got out of the habit of calling it snail after ever so long. Okay, so there we have that, and then we're going to just punch out our sentiment here using our cloud punch. And we're just going to try and center it so it looks straight. Punch. Okay, close up our punch again, and we've got more scrap cardstock. So now we can start to arrange our hot air balloon. So let's take off these backings off the back of our hot air balloon. And then I'm just going to put one more dimensional towards the base here, but I'm just going to use a mini dimensional. And I'm just going to put it on the basket down here. Let's see if we can fit a full-sized one anywhere. Here we can. Lovely. That'll give it a nice amount of dimension. Okay, so let's see, where do we want this? Well, let's put this one up here, like that. Now we've got our other two here. Let's see, let's maybe have this one here. We'll do the same as before. Add another dimensional and a baby one on the basket so nothing will flop about. Okay. And let's see, where do I want it? Maybe somewhere like that. And we've got our last one here. I think that's stuck straight in my basket, not the end of the world. I'm going to put a dimensional to try and hold some of that in place, and then we'll get a baby mini dimensional. I think they're called minis, but I call them baby ones. I've just pulled it out again. Okay, and let's get the rest of the backings off here. I think I've got glue on my fingers, which is why everything is wanting to stick to me. This is not an unusual occurrence. Don't know about you. Okay, and I never know if I've got the backings off unless I just feel, because otherwise I just can't see. Okay, let's put this one somewhere here. Now let's find our sentiment. Here it is. See where we're going to lodge this. Things like that looks good. So we want to have dimensional in the center here, and then some glue around the outside to hold this in place. Okay, take the backing off. I'm going to put another dimensional just here. And there we've got our sentiment. Let's get rid of all these backings we have here before they migrate. They seem to find their way all over the house. However hard I try to put them in the bin, they're very good escape artists. Okay, so that's all we've got so far. Hope you like that. Straighten everything else up. Does this look straight to you? Well, maybe straighter. There we go. So, got some scraps here. You could decorate the inside with the scraps. Can't get my bits. I cut my finger, and so now I've got a plaster on it, and it's really annoying me. Okay, so that's what we've got. So let's use some embellishments. These are the matching embellishments, and these are the rainbow adhesive backed dots. And let's take these out. And let's put a few of these here and there. So maybe one up there. Hey, come back down here. And then something here, I think. That's a dimensional backing. See what I mean? They just get everywhere. Okay, and this one's not wanting to come, but he will. He can't live there now. Okay, and I think that will do. So there are our two cards. I hope you liked them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you wanted more information about the project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.